Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how not to make a bloom in epoxy resin. Yes, that's right, I said not. So this is the epoxy resin I'm using. It's craft resin. I got it from Amazon. It's a part A. This is the one that you mix in equal parts. And I'm going to do about 25, I think about 25 milliliters of each. I have my little, I have such a hard time remembering words. My little measuring cups that are made of, that's the word I can't think of. And this is the hardener, which is part B. Silicone. I don't know why I can't remember that word. Silicone. And I got those from Amazon too. There was several of the measuring cups, the ones that are this size, and then there's a one bigger one and some stir sticks and some little finger covers and then some little pots, which, yeah, I got from Amazon. So, if you need any supplies, Amazon has them. Now, the mold is an octagon mold that I borrowed, guess from who? My neighbor, Lonnie. Thank you, Lonnie. I have several of his molds that I'm using. And since this flower bloom didn't turn out, I'm going to try it again. I really am. You're going to have to watch. Well, you won't have to watch it. You can always just, not watch it. But I'm going to keep trying until I get one right. So this one didn't turn out. But I am going to get one to turn out. I am. It's going to happen. Either that or I'm going to run out of epoxy. And then I'll have to do other crafts. And you're probably like, yay, we're sick of epoxy. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Do you like me doing the epoxy? Would you rather see other crafts? I mean, what do you like? Let me know. Let me know what you like. Because right now I'm just doing what I want to do. But if I knew what you all wanted to see, then I could try to do that. So this is just some white mica powder from HTV Ront that I actually got from, guess where? That's right, Amazon. And I'm just going to put some in my little pot there with my resin. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat. And I'm just going to stir it and stir it and stir it until it's mixed up very well. You don't want any little pieces of powder floating around in there. I'm going to pour my clear epoxy in the mold. And I'm going to put all of it in there. So I sped this up so you don't have to see me get every little tiny drop out in regular time. It's 3 times faster than normal speed. Because we don't want to waste any of it. And now I'm just going to show you the alcohol inks I'm going to use. I have several different colors. Don't ask me what the names of them are because I can't really see while I'm doing the voiceover. But I got a whole box of the alcohol inks from, you know it, Amazon. And some of them I can't even say the names of them. I think this one is tourmaline. Yep. Guess that's how you say it. And I'm just going to take my heat gun and I'm going to pop any bubbles that might be in my resin there. And I'm going to start with my darker alcohol inks and then go to the lighter ones. So I just put a bunch of drops wherever. And honestly, I feel like I put too much in this one. So when I do this again, I'm not going to use as many colors. I'll probably only use maybe 3 colors max. Probably maybe 2, but no more than 3. I think I used 4 or 5 colors on this one. And I think it was really just too much. Yeah, and then I'm just going to take my toothpick and I'm going to swirl the inks. And I think that is a good thing to do when you're making a bloom. I just think one thing, I just put too much alcohol ink in there. So the next time I do it, I'm only going to use probably 2, like I did those other coasters. And then the white, I don't know what happened to the white. First of all, I poured it on there crooked. And second of all, my lines were too thick. So I'm going to try something different the next time I do it. And then it seemed like my lines were too thin. And I don't know. This one was just, yeah, it just did not turn out the way I envisioned it at all. I knew at this point it wasn't going to work. But what are you going to do? I'm not going to waste my resin. This, I don't know if it's actually a coaster mold or not. It does have sides on it, so it might be just a little dish. I think I have a frog in my throat. Anyway, I'm just going to empty the rest of my white mica resin in this because, like I said, at this point I already knew it wasn't going to work out. Now I'm just going to take my toothpick and make it worse. So if you want to make a flower bloom with resin, don't use this video as a teaching example because I haven't been able to make a correct one yet. And there's a very good lady out there called Glitz and Glitter on YouTube. She's out of Florida, and she makes some really good resin pieces. And she does one video every day, every single day. So here it is. It's cured, but as you can see, there's these 3 spots there that look like they're tacky, which they are. And I need to cover that up because you can't have the bottom of your coaster being tacky. So I'm going to use my UV resin on top of this. And I'm just going to put a thin coat on. So I'm using one of those finger protectors. You know, like a finger off of a glove. I got that in the package with my measuring cups. And anyway, I'm just going to smear it all around, all over the whole thing. Trying to get an even coat. I know it doesn't look even, but it will in a little bit. And then I did get some on the edges of the mold there. And I'm just going to take this paper towel and wipe it off. And this part that you're seeing right here is the bottom of the coaster, and I think it looks, I mean, it doesn't look like a bloomin' flower, but it doesn't look bad. I sure like it better than the front. So in my opinion, as far as this resin piece goes, it is a failure for a bloomin' flower, which makes me sad, but hey, I can still use it as a little tray, trinket tray. And I did burst the bubbles with my heat gun, and then I'm going to put it under my UV lamp for 2 minutes. So the 2 minutes is up. I'm just going to test it with my toothpick. I'm like, yeah, it's hard. Let me test it with my finger. Oh, yeah, let me test it with my hand. Yep, it's hard. It's good. It's cured. Let's take it out of the mold. So I'm just pulling down the sides away from the resin there. Like I said, the back looks better than the front. So see, you can see there's a lip all the way around. But look at that. Look at the white. Oh, man, it just looks... I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, really? I just can't believe it. I'm like, yeah, I knew it was going to be bad. Some kind of mess. I don't know, an abstract. What is it, a spider? An octopus? I don't know. It ain't no flower. You'll have to let me know. What does that look like to you? A monster? I don't know. A sea creature? But the back looks better than the front. So there is a little bit of sharpness to the back sides of this. So I'm just going to take my fingernail file and I'm going to file down the edges. And I don't have to do too much. This is in real time. So it doesn't take a whole lot of work. I just do it until it doesn't feel like it's going to cut your finger. These edges can feel pretty sharp, but just get them with your fingernail file and that'll take care of it, make it smooth. And then when I'm finished filing it, I just wipe it down with a dry cloth. So there, I already wiped it down. It's good to go. So there's the top of it again. I mean, it could be a flower in some abstract kind of way, I'm guessing. And I did have a few bubbles around the rim at the top, unfortunately. So there it is. There's the front, the top part of it. And there's the back. Frankly, I like the back. Again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and, you know, I don't know if you like this one or not. But, yeah, I do 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll see you later.